Hola, ¿cómo están, my compañeros? I'm here over by the ICE facility that has been receiving nightly protests / riots over the last few weeks here in Portland, Oregon, by the South Waterfront. Here's the ICE facility right here. This is usually where they gather. This is definitely Biden-Harris country, as they say. But I was just interested by this establishment right here. It says it's establishment of learning. I was interested in the fact that they have quite a bit of falsities attached to some of the propaganda that they've been indoctrinating their young students with. I just was struck by a few things that stand up in complete opposition with one another. I do think it's interesting, though, that even though they still felt the need to write greater than, it's THAN, and I wouldn't be a stickler about something so pedantic, but this is an institution of learning, and these people are pushing themselves on to the public, so you would expect for them to be, you know, G to G, squared away. No, but I was just struck by a couple other things. This is the Cottonwood School of Civics and Science. Talks about how they stand in solidarity with the black community and so on and so forth. I just find it so interesting. They claim to be nonviolent, that they're committed to fighting the systemic racism. And what's funny is that they have this wonderful phrase right here: racism is not born, it's taught. And to that I say yes, 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 yes. Racism is not born, racism is taught. And I'm sorry to say, but this is teaching racism in the 21st century. There's interesting assertion made, because I'm always saying, well, all includes everybody. Why are they separated? Why would anybody want to separate themselves from all? I like being part of all. All is humanity. And then I finally have found at least a substantive argument that is worth thinking about. It says, we say Black Lives Matter because all didn't cover black when they said all men are created equal. We say Black Lives Matter because all didn't cover black when they said with liberty and justice for all. We say Black Lives Matter because they're still struggling with the definition of all. The thing about that is I wish that they put so much emphasis on everybody else's opinion. I think the onus is on the individual to feel powerful and strong. You know, society is not incumbent upon society to make you feel any certain way. It's our job to be strong. I wish that we would teach our young people to be absolutely resilient, bulletproof. I wish we would teach our young people that sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, and that we will persevere. They don't like being weak. The young people will not like being weak. The way that they show their strength will be very, very pathological if we show them this sort of victim mentality, victim blaming behavior. I love the sign though, right? It says black fetuses matter. They could say black babies, but I love that. That is so factual, actual, true. The unborn definitely matter in my mind and in my heart and in reality. This is the Cottonwood School of Civics and Science. I imagine that civics means, I want to say communist, but it's just my assumption. But they have all of this artwork, and this institution of learning is right next to the ICE facility. The ICE facility is inundated. It has been inundated nightly over the past few weeks with protests, gatherings, violence, damage. They have the outside boarded up. But just wanted to give you a little update. I wish when they say Black Lives can't matter till all lives, or all lives can't matter till Black Lives Matter, but then they say Black Lives Matter. And so that's what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter, so all lives matter. It's the most beautiful thing when we care about each other, logically.